Hey y'all, hey, welcome back, Nosey Neighbors. I just want to take advantage of this good sunlight because man, it's beautiful, right? Today I wanted to make another video just about focusing on the mental health aspect of things. And just discuss grief. It is a subject that none of us like to think about, none of us want to deal with, but such is life. And the sooner we can get help in the midst of that, I personally feel like the better. Grief is how I got started in my mental health journey with my first therapist after my maternal grandmother passed. Right now, I literally just got the phone call with my therapist talking about my paternal grandmother, who is basically my mama because she raised me, and how she's no longer here. And now I'm preparing to go home for a funeral for a classmate. And it wasn't what I was supposed to do on here. Sorry, y'all. But grief while in dental school. That's the topic. Because you don't want to. No one talks about that. No one prepares you for, oh my God, you're getting to the place that you've always wanted to be. The place that you've prayed for, the place that you've made so many sacrifices for. You have moved to several states for. You've endured crazy ass jobs, stupid people. Not all of them, but just, you got to have a few stupid people sprinkled in there because you can't grow unless you have some manure somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But you've endured. You've kept the faith. You've continued in your race, and then boom. People you weren't expecting to leave. People that you were expecting to leave. And no matter how it happens, no matter how old they are, no matter what the situation or the cause, it just hurts. And it takes something away. It takes a little bit out of you, sometimes a lot out of you. And some days are better than others, and you're able to manage because I got to study and I got to prepare for this test. I have to go to clinic. I'm doing all that. I'm literally sitting outside of my clinic right now, guys. I got out of clinic to sit in my car to do a therapy session, and now I'm doing this video because I want to get it while my thoughts are still fresh. Before I forget, because right now I feel like with this season of grief that I'm in, my thoughts are so scattered. I can't remember anything. I am stuttering more than a little bit. I am more nervous than I've been in a long time. I am tired, but I can't sleep. I sleep and I will fall asleep and I'll catnap throughout the night and I'll wake up every hour, every 2 hours. I have asked my psychiatrist for medications. I am now on 2 different medications, one for the ADHD and one for the damn depression that's supposed to help with mood stabilizing and all that other good stuff and focus. And I'm just waiting for it to kick in because it's so new. It's so new. And if you have never met me before, if this is your first time, let me just forewarn you that I am not appropriate when it comes to my emotions, okay? If there's anything going on in my life, whether it's good, bad, or everything in between, I'm going to laugh about it. That is how I process. So if you happen to catch this video and you're trying to figure out why on earth is this girl going from crying to laughing, that wasn't shit funny about that. You are correct. However, that is how I process. That is how I'm able to deal with all that life throws at me. If I can laugh at it, if I can crack a joke about it, I can survive it and I can make it through. So that is about me. That is nothing personal against anyone else. I'm not trying to desensitize or take away from the heaviness of what I'm discussing. I am human, and that is how I process, period. So If I'm not for you, I understand. Sometimes I'm coffee, sometimes I'm tequila. Sometimes I'm moonshine. Sometimes I'm wine. Sometimes I'm sweet tea. Whatever it is you need, I hope you find it. And if that's not me, then I thank you for listening for the time you've listened. Now, for those that still want to stick around, thank you so much and welcome back to the neighborhood. We're talking about grief. It's one of those things where if you try to ignore it, it will sneak up on you and then jump you. If you try to ignore it, it will sneak up on you at the most inopportune time and it will jump you. You're going to acknowledge it. So either you're going to volunteer yourself and just make room and space for that grief, or it's going to take it from you in a time when you don't want to deal with it. In a time when you need to be your best self, in a time when you need to be able to show up and be 100%. And it's going to say, hey, remember me? Bow! Right up in here. All up in here. That's how grief operates. And there are stages to it. There's grief where, for me, the first stage, after I get past denial, because that's another initial stage of grief. And I want to say it's like 7 stages. I'm not the expert. I will consult my professional experts in this area about the 7 stages and get back to you all. But there you have denial. You denying the person's died. Then you have just acceptance. You have anger. For me, after I get past the initial shock of it and I'm still kind of denying, I'm just pissed off. I am pissed. Pissed. And it's like that. And that's not even a good word to describe the level of anger I have when I hear that someone has passed away that is really close to me. Like, are you kidding me? I argue more than a little bit with God. Who am I? I'm a believer. Hear me very clearly. I believe in God. I believe that his son is Jesus, that he died and rose on the 3rd day, and he has paid for every sin because of his great sacrifice. But when people die, especially people like my classmate, I ain't gonna act like that doesn't mess with the idea that he's a good father. Because what you mean? And again, this is not to discourage anyone from the faith. It is to bring awareness to those who are also believers that when those things come up and life does life, and you're in this stage and space that we're talking about now of grief, you may question, well, why on earth are we serving a master, a creator who would allow that to happen? And I'm going to just say, friend, because his receipts are much longer than this current season that we are in. That because when it broke our heart, it broke his heart too. Because each time we make it through another tough lesson, another tough season, another tough chapter, we gain another notch, another area of strength and covering in our armor that will equip us and enable us and protect us for the places we are going to go next. Do we like that answer? Hell no, we don't like that answer, because I don't like that answer. But that's all I got for you and myself at this time. So yeah, grief is sucky. But if you can allow yourself the space to grieve, allow yourself the space to scream, to cry, to cuss, to question, but just don't stay there too long. Do whatever is necessary, as healthy as you can, without taking matters into your hands in a way that will put you or someone else in harm's way or at risk. Then, do that. I always encourage people, if you have never talked to somebody, grief is a great time to start with your therapeutic journey. Seek the help. Get the help. Go talk to. There are so many professionals out here that are waiting for clients like you and me to come and get started, to listen to us cry on their couch, in person or virtually. And they want to be able to help us. They want to be able to equip us with the tools that will help us get through this season. So when it comes up again, because it's going to come up again, maybe that next time it won't have to be as tough. And it's going to suck. It's not going to suck any less, but you'll be a little better equipped. You'll be able to recognize what this is, and you'll make better room for it. You'll prepare for it a little differently if you can. Some things we can't prepare for, and that's just part of life. But it's a different type. It causes you to shift in different ways mentally. But don't steer away from it. Lean into it. Give it that space, and do not tell people who are grieving. It is a pet peeve of mine, and this is my personal opinion. Y'all can think what you think. Stop telling people to be strong. First of all, if I could strengthen my way out of this, don't you think I would be all right by now? No, I'm not okay. I've been being strong. And honestly, I have not been trying to be strong for these last 2 most recent deaths in my life. Nope. Not trying to be strong. No, it sucks. I'm hurting. This is shitty. I do not like this. I don't like how it's affecting my family. I don't like how it's affecting my friends. I don't like how it's affecting the family of my friend that is no longer with us. I hate how it brings out just all kinds of unnecessary emotions and behaviors from people that we did not ask for. And no. I'm not telling anybody to be strong. You won't ever hear me tell somebody to be strong during this time. What I will tell you is that your source of strength is absolutely God, because his strength is made perfect in our weakness. This grief is a perfect example of how to explain that scripture. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. I cannot tell you where that's at right now, but it's tattooed on me. I think it might be 2 Corinthians. Either way, I'll go back and find that for you too. You have none. What I think is strength is still trash. That is how his strength is made perfect, because I'm able to recognize where I lack. He absolutely makes up for. He takes up the slack. He closes the gap. So I have to lean on my faith. I have to lean into and really believe that, yeah, he really is a good father, in spite of. Like I said earlier, this hurt him as much as it hurt me, if not more, because that's his child. Those were his children first. He named them first. He loved them first, and he loved them best. And thank you, God, for allowing them to rest in your arms and no longer have to deal with the trash of this world. Selfishly, we wanted more time, but we just didn't get it. So now I've acknowledged it. I'm coming to terms with it. I've been angry about it. And I'm trying to I'm working through the other side of, what is life going to look like now? What is my new normal? How do I continue to make space so that as these feelings and these emotions, the different things that will show themselves in this journey, that I'm not ignoring it. I'm not trying to rush through it. And I'm allowing myself to really lean into it. Honestly, lay in it, sit in it, be still. Being still is so hard. Because I want to be busy. I want to be busy so I don't think about it. I want to be busy so I'm not allowing my mind to rest on it. But I keep hearing this everywhere I turn is be still. I've been hearing be still for months. I feel like for the last 4 months, I've been hearing be still. But being still is really hard. Being still hurts. Being still makes it really, really real. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Be still. Practice that with me if you can. Be still. You can hear better when you're still. You can think better when you're still. I can actually rest when I'm still. I can breathe when I'm still. I can cry when I'm still enough. I've been trying to cry for... No, seriously, because I knew I needed to do it. I knew I was in need of that release, but would make space for it. Caught myself trying to make space for it earlier this week, all the things. And like right now, at this very time of me making myself just be still, now, cried. But it was necessary and it was needed. And I hope that somebody else, if you cried with me, then thank you. If you needed that cry too, then my pleasure. Yeah. Get the help that you need. Do not force yourself to be strong. Do not force yourself to tolerate anybody's behaviors. And you ain't got to go cussing nobody out either. You can simply remove yourself from the situation. Or you can simply tell that person, hey, I don't even have capacity for what you're doing, what you just said, what you're trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end this conversation now. It's as simple as that. You see how smooth that was? You know how grown that sounds? That's an adult. Like you grown telling somebody that right there. And that's okay. And then you do what you got to do. You take that time. You take the time off work, off of school. Because and people are like, well, that's easy to say. I got bills to pay. Guess what? If you crash out to the point of you doing something crazy because you're not trying to allow yourself that space to grieve, if you and your body, which absolutely keeps score, is so tired and overcome that now you've left this earth because something happened because you were so tired, guess what your job gonna do? Find somebody to replace you and have a job announcement out within that week. They may send a flower to your service. Same with your damn school. Do not. No, it's not worth it. You are so much more important than that. You are worth every amount of whatever amount you're getting paid and you feel you're going to lose. And I promise you that God, being the keeper that he is, will make sure that wherever you are lacking, he makes up for that. But you got to believe that. You got to trust that. You got to know that he's a good father. You have to know that he's close to the brokenhearted, that he is the ultimate comforter, that he is Rapha. He is a healer. And that's healer in every way, not just because you're sick, but healer because brokenheartedness is definitely an ailment. That hurts. Grief. It's not for the weak. It is not, it ain't easy. But when you get through this, man, but you have to see yourself on the other side of this. And you will get through this. We will get through this. But yeah, that's all I got. Still figuring it out, still navigating it. I got class tomorrow. What I am looking forward to are all the things that are going to be on the agenda for this year and this semester. We're talking about pregnant patients. Oh my God, that's the population I really want to work with. And I'm so excited to hear all the things, all the latest research and scientific evidence-based teachings. I am excited to get into oral surgery and ortho. Not so much endo, but I got to do it. I'm excited to hopefully soon be done with prost and dentures. If I don't wax up another tooth a day in my life, or just wax up another rim, or pull another damn mold for a articulator, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm shaking. Those are things I have to look forward to. I have to live my life for those that are no longer here and live it in such a way that will make them proud. Live it in a way that they will want me to. Live it in a way that will represent them and that shall and will represent them well. So that as they are watching from the best seats in the house, which is heaven, they can be like, that's my girl. Look at my girl around. Look at my baby Raffy. Ah! That's all I got. That's all I got. All right, this was pretty heavy, and I apologize, but I feel like it needed to be said. It needed to be said for those who are also in professional school, not just dental school, going through a similar situation. It needed to be said for those who are believers in Jesus Christ and felt like, well, maybe I'm wrong and my faith is lacking because I'm questioning God and I'm saying, no. And anybody that make you feel otherwise, I'm going to keep that last little phrase to myself because that's not very Jesus-like. I'm trying to stop cussing. I failed miserably during this video. But yeah, don't let anybody make you feel otherwise. You know where you stand, and trust me, God is not intimidated by your feelings. He gave you those feelings. He gave you the feelings. The goal is that you learn to recognize the feelings. You can put name to the feelings, and that you don't let the feelings drive you. You drive the feelings. You don't let the feelings dictate how your day is going to go. You don't let the feelings dictate your behaviors. And if you happen to fall off the wagon and you let it dictate it for a little while, I mean, it happens to the best of us, but don't stay there. That's it. Do not stay there. If you get to the place where you feel like things are getting so dark that you feel like, what's the point of being here? Please do not leave. We need you here. The world would not be the same without you. You can call 988. That is a suicide prevention hotline, an emergency hotline. You can look up any kind of mental health clinic in your county. If you put in your county's name and then mental health, that will bring up all the different resources that are available to you in every county in any state in the US of A. And you can also check out psychologytoday.com, headway.com, BetterHelp, was another one, Therapy for Black Girls, Therapy for Black Men. These are all different websites that I have used, and that I had not used BetterHelp because BetterHelp was a little more than I wanted to be in. But still, these are all different options that are available to you. So that if you are looking for a therapist or a psychiatrist, they're available. They're out there. They look like you. They look like me. They don't look like me and you. Like whatever you need, whatever your group and your population is, there is somebody that can help you. Go get the help that you need. Don't try to do this journey by yourself. Don't shy away from the help when you need the most. And right now, if you're in this journey of grief, you need it. We need it. And it's okay. It won't always be like this. The Lord will perfect that concerning me. Sooner or later, turn in my favor. He's turning around for me. Yeah, that's all. All right. I will see you all next time. Be easy. Bye.